later in this episode. But first,
we're doing everything in Disney World!
And we're helping!
We have 1,000 tasks in 100 days. This was a challenge originally taken on by Emma. Now, Emma won a trip to Paris in our huge Last to Leave competition last year. And if she completes this challenge, she gets to take her rivals with her. That's me and Fry. Unfortunately...
Well, things did change. I moved back to Tennessee. It was kind of a whole thing, and kind of threw a wrench in our everything plans. Luckily, my friends are still helping me out. I've gone ahead and sent all of the task lists to your devices, so that way you can kind of get a grasp on what is going down for the day. As far as Agnes's challenge goes, she wants to see who can do ballet best in the group. For my challenge, I really hope that you guys will go and meet the new Manatee, because I just think you need to go and meet the new manatees because I can't yet. So, good luck, and I hope you have a good everything day.
We've got 10 tasks from Agnes and Emma today. We got 2 challenges, an Agnes challenge and Emma challenge, and we've got a lot of eating to do. But we're starting here at Hollywood Studios because somebody here is taking one for the team and getting their face painted.
Who?
You! She volunteered. Don't let her lie to you. So our first task is face painting in Hollywood Studios, which, cool. That's our only task here before we head over to Epcot via. But the face painting for Hollywood Studios is located in the back by Rock and Roller Coaster. I love getting my face painted in Disney World. I think it is so fun. It adds like a magic, feeling like a kid again layer to the day. Usually the face paint's like around $25, and they will retouch it for you as long as you keep your receipt and bring it back in the same day. They can retouch as long as they are open. Wow.
Do I look pretty?
You look so pretty.
I'm a sparkle celebration princess.
Yes, you
I
are.
added the princess.
That's Hollywood Studios wrapped up for us, so I guess
Took one for the team there.
time for us to go to Epcot.
Epcot.
So I have to tell you guys our challenge for the day. We have to meet the new manatees for Emma. That's Emma's challenge. And Agnes would like us to decide which of the 3 of us is the best ballet dancer.
Oh my god.
So if everyone will just start thinking about a routine for their audition.
Okay.
Um,
Do we have time to stretch first?
Sure.
Yeah.
We're gonna do that at some point. Our next location, JP's car.
Yay!
We're on the way to Epcot. If you do drive to Disney World, you can drive between the parks and park your car there. Parking does cost money unless you have an annual pass or you're staying in a Disney hotel, in which case parking does not cost money. They will scan your room key or magic band unless you ride on it. If you do have to pay for parking, then your parking fee that you pay counts all day at all the parks. So no matter which park you head to, you can still park there. Just make sure you hold on to that receipt or a picture of it so that they can let you in and park again. This works for premier parking as well. If you get the premium parking to park a little closer, it works at all the different parks. You can also take the Skyliner between, where are we, Hollywood Studios and Epcot. But we wanted to make sure that we had our car at the end of the day. That is something that I will caution against if you do drive yourself to Disney World, is if you park your car and then use free Disney transportation to get somewhere else, it can be quite annoying when you're exhausted and need to go back to your car. So we're avoiding that by driving. And we're making our way under these purple signs to go to Epcot. Epcot.
We made it. The prettiest girl in school.
Epcot. So we are going to start with some dividing and conquering here. We're getting to the point in the everything list where pretty much all of the items left on here are table service restaurants. Disney World has over 400 dining options.
I mean, if the makeup doesn't say where I'm going,
Yeah.
then I don't know what else would.
It rhymes with race. Ooh, wunny.
You'll never guess.
You'll never guess. Not with that hint. We had 3 table service restaurants on our list today, so we are going to split up for lunch, which is a weird thing to do.
Especially when I'm a grown woman in
Face paint. She's like, can I sit at the bar by myself alone?
It's fine.
We're splitting up to knock out these 3 table service restaurants because 2 tips come with this. One is that 3 table services is definitely too many for one Disney day. I would even argue that 2 is. I recommend sticking to 1 table service a day maximum, and honestly a little bit less than 1 a day is probably a good idea. Table services in Disney are very, very heavy, And they take a lot of time. So they take a lot of time out of your park day. So you don't want to do more than one because it will eat, no pun intended, a ton of your time. We're dropping Breea off at school, and by school I mean an elevator to space.
They're just gonna launch me. Launch me up.
That's why I don't think that's what they say.
Yeah, it is.
In Star Trek.
It is now. Watch it again.
I really just don't think that's what they. Also, I know for a fact that AJ from Disney Food Blog, who you are intimately acquainted with, can't say any words. She loves Star Trek. Launch me up, Scotty.
Launch me up, Scotty.
We're on the way now to, where are we going?
I'm going.
You're going to Italy, and I'm staying here in China, but one of our tasks is to do PhotoPass in the China Pavilion. PhotoPass can be kind of difficult to snag because they'll go in if there's severe weather, and also they're not necessarily out from open to close. Luckily, we walked over. The China PhotoPass is here, so we're gonna knock this one out real quick. So PhotoPass in the China Pavilion can usually be found on the little bridge that leads up to the temple. And we did get a magic shot, so we don't know what it is, but you're seeing it right now.
You are.
And I hope you think, wow, that's really cool.
We're told to look surprised.
Yeah,
So
and I think we did. Yeah. So now you're going on to Italy.
I am going on.
And I'm going to Nine Dragons for our separated lunch hour.
Have a good time.
Thank you.
All right, friends, we're in. I walked up, I asked if there was any availability at the bar, and they said, yep, we can get you right on up. So that is like the best tip ever. Space 220 is a very popular restaurant. Reservations go for this so quickly, and literally there are just times that you can walk on up and get to the bar.
You're riding aboard the Mark V Stellarator, the latest in space elevator design and technology. Today, you'll have a spectacular view of Florida and start lifting arches to the side. All right, those are trying to hurt there.
These seats spin. That is the best tip I can give you. These seats spin. So here is the bar menu. Obviously, there's going to be, more drinks on here than there is food. But that being said, there are still some pretty solid food options. And I think what I'm going to get are the Apollo 16 shrimp tacos. Those are calling my name, and I'm excited. It's so funny because I've gotten several servers now who have come up and been like, I love your space paint. I think they thought that I'm a mega fan.
All right, my restaurant for our little lunch gauntlet is Nine Dragons Restaurant. Now this is one of the easiest restaurants to get into in Epcot because it is relatively unpopular, just because it's just Chinese food. And so there's a lot of more flashy options. It's a lot like Chinese takeout that you can get in your hometown. I'm gonna go in Fresh Eyes because I remember liking it, but also that's not a great, review option. Is if you can get it at home, why would you pay the Disney premium to get it here? So let's see what we get. I decided to go crazy and I ordered the spiciest thing on the menu. It had 3 peppers, which was listed as intense spiciness. But we're in Disney World, so how bad can it be? Ooh. It's definitely spicy. Lychee cocktails are so delicious and truly one of my favorites, so I just wanted to try it out. Ooh, this is quite delicious. Not my favorite lychee martini I've had in Disney World. That award goes to Morimoto Asia at Disney Springs, but still good, and I like that I can have it here. And I like that it's $15, which really isn't too bad in the grand scheme of Disney cocktails.
I've never been to this restaurant before. I'm really excited. Oh, beautiful Lady in the Tramp topiary. Via Napoli's all the way back here. And let's hope they can get me in. I was really excited to be able to get the opportunity to eat here because Italian food is some of my favorite, and this has exactly what I was hoping for, which is the opportunity to build your own pizza.
You can always look online ahead of time for table service restaurants and see what menu options they do have. I really do highly recommend this for anyone going on a trip, but especially if you or someone in your party is a pickier eater. The last thing you want is to go to a restaurant and spend a ton of money, or even if it's not about the money, money. It's just about having someone in your party who feels like they can't eat something.
Really good, really refreshing.
It's this incredible savory.
I love how crunchy that shell is.
It's definitely got heat to it. You gotta like spicy.
If you're getting these expecting the shrimp to be hot, then you're gonna be disappointed.
Honestly, I'm really impressed with this.
I love a shrimp taco, but this is a very unique way to present them.
I don't know. I'm a pretty happy camper at this time. We've regrouped.
Yay!
The squad
Party!
is back together. I have a bag of soup.
The best souvenir of all time.
A bag of soup. Everybody loves bag of soup. We have regrouped here back in Germany because another task on our list is Summerfest, which I am also ecstatic about. Summerfest is actually just a little walk-up stand in the very back of Germany, and it's gonna have your basics. It's gonna have your beer. It's gonna have your bratwurst. I think there's a pretzel back here. It has the pretzel bread pudding, which is, no lie, probably my favorite dessert in Disney World.
It's a DFB favorite for sure.
I've never had it.
All right, we've acquired an item from Summerfest. We did get the pretzel bread pudding. I love this. It is literally so delicious. It is pretzel bread, so it's got a little bit of saltiness to it. It's a little more like sturdy than your typical bread pudding. And then it's covered in this vanilla sauce with caramel. We did get two because we're not amateurs.
We know what we're doing. I always sometimes get nervous saying that I haven't had something because we're experts at what we're doing, whatever. But
It's impossible.
it is, and I don't live here.
Yeah, hence the 1,000 tasks thing.
Yeah.
There's tons of stuff on this list that we've never done.
Every time I've gotten to do everything, I've gotten to do something I've never done before.
Yeah.
And it makes me so happy.
Because we do.
Like a first taste test though is so important because it's your initial reaction.
That's true.
We have
We've had this.
notions.
I'm ready for this.
Yeah.
You're coming in just.
completely blind.
Oh, it looks so good. All right, JP, you ready?
I am ready. That is very good.
Mm-hmm.
I do really love it. The flavors are fantastic. I have actually never had bread pudding, period. So the texture of bread pudding is something that I'm not necessarily familiar with.
This is also a little different from your typical bread pudding.
Oh, okay. The seasoning in here is fantastic. The flavors are amazing, and the sauce is incredible.
So for me, this reminds me of like a zucchini or a banana bread that's
yeah.
really, really thick and then just drizzled in like a vanilla cream sauce, which is the highest compliment for me because I love a homemade bread.
Breea and I were like, we better split one because we each only want a bite.
We've demolished those.
You guys don't need to know how fast we ate those. Next up, we are continuing a Circle Around World showcase, actually, which is good because I need to digest.
Right.
The next thing we're doing is eating, to be fair, but
Wait,
yeah, it's just a little
we're
thing.
gonna digest.
We are on the way to get food.
Oh my gosh.
I have a bag of soup. Because you don't want to bring a bag of soup into the bathroom. The bathroom is a place a bag of soup should never be. Quincy told me to guard this with my life, so I shall.
All right, our next Agnes task from Agnes and Emma Collective is to get a snack from the France store.
I'll Vanna White it.
Oh, thank you, Breea. Really good what she's done there. So this is an interesting thing is that there's this store and they do have a couple of grab-and-go snacks. Okay, French potato chips is an option. Nesting dolls filled with vodka. Oh, those are pretty cute actually. Yeah, that's pretty good. So we got some options over here. We've got a whole cake. Sucette Savour fruit, like lollipops. French chocolates, madeleines, French cheese potato chips. They're all cheese flavored.
Everything's cheese.
Lemon and almond shortbread.
Biscuits and rose.
Lavender honey drops. You're really attached to the little vodka guys.
They're so cute.
I feel like I'm personally being called to the cheese chips, but I could be swayed. The line is so long that it's out the door of the store, which means Brea's basically stealing right now because we haven't paid yet and she's outside. Okay, a lot has happened in the France store. I don't go in there a ton. I go in there sometimes, and I found sardines They sell 5 different flavors of tinned sardines in the France gift shop.
One of them's ratatouille.
And one of them is ratatouille flavored. No, it's not themed to ratatouille. It is ratatouille sardines. And I was like, do I open this can of sardines now? Or do I instead put it in a Game Master for Sage to find out about? Remind me not to tell Sage to watch this video.
Got it.
Yeah, because I think that it would be really funny if Sage has to eat sardines. Anyway, instead we bought these because Breea and I both really love nesting dolls. And these are little chocolates filled with liqueur in different flavors. So they have apple, lemon, cranberry, and a Moscow Mule, which will be ginger, which is definitely the one I want to try.
I'm so excited for that one.
So
But I'm
we have
gonna
these
start with cranberry.
little cute nesting doll guys. Well, cheers. You hear the Squirtle?
No. You think we got robbed?
There's like a whisper of ginger. I can tell on my nose.
This is straight up chocolate. There's no cranberry. There's
It's
no
not even,
vodka.
it's not very good chocolate.
Uh-uh.
It tastes like old Easter candy.
Ooh.
You want to try the apple and lemon? Just to,
Yeah.
This is the real test. I love how you guys eat them from opposite ends.
Nope. Well,
Well,
that was disappointing. On to the next.
next up we are coming to meet the lovely Miss Daisy Duck. You can find her over here near World Traveler, which is the World Showcase entrance to Epcot.
Gonna meet Daisy?
I'm so excited.
Are you gonna meet Daisy?
I am. I'm a little nervous, but I'm excited.
I'm gonna meet Daisy. I have a bag of soup. Hi, Daisy.
So good to see you.
Oh my gosh, hello. Oh.
Hi, Daisy.
All right, great. Just a moment. Just a moment.
Yes, I know.
Oh, you guys are matching. You guys are twins.
And look at that!
Well, that was easy. Next, we are truly right on time. Agnes and Emma have given us an incredible walking path today.
Yay.
Not that they put it in order, but it's working great because it is 3:54, and entertainment, specifically the Rose and Crown pub musician, comes out at 4 in 5 minutes, and that's next on our task list.
Perfect.
We're waiting for the musician to come out at Rose and Crown, so while we do that, we've decided it's time for us to figure out which of us is the most talented ballet dancer. That was your stretch? Okay.
Nothing for the legs.
Da 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 dum da 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 da. That was pretty good. Da 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 da
Flutter kicks are like.
da 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 da. This is really good. Really good. Really good. Like Breea.
You stealing my moves?
Wait, sorry. Here, I'll do a traveling one.
Oh, a traveling! Yeah!
Now that we've all seen each other dance ballet, we've determined that all of us should be accepted into the Royal Ballet Academy.
Yes.
I'm really out of breath from those 2 jumps I did. Okay, so we've actually found the pianist. He's around the corner that way. Alright, so we still got our challenge to see the manatees, which will be our big finale, but we have one more task to do, and then we will have successfully done all 10 tasks today at Epcot. Wow. Taking us one step closer to helping Emma complete her challenge. Yay! So we are headed to the bar that's in the Canada store. I actually do really like this spot as a beer drinker because they have pretty good Canada beers. My friend and Brea's friend also, DFB Dustin, did introduce me to a specific beer at this spot, which I will get because he was very right. Dustin is a beer connoisseur, and he was very right about the quality of this beer. Back here in Trading Post, you'll find Trading Post Refreshments, which is technically part of the store, but there's a bar in here that serves Canadian beers and wines. This, I think, really sums up the video.
Sums up the day.
My beer, my bag of soup, face paint on, and that is an everything video for you. Give it a try.
Brea's the MVP of the day.
Not bad.
Tastes like beer?
Yeah, almost kind of watered down though.
It's because it's a light Pilsner.
It's very light.
Cheers. Final task. Let's walk to see some manatees, ladies. All right, we are at the manatees room, and hopefully they'll swim through here. I don't see them right now, but there's a lot of people in here, so I feel like they're around. This is my pro tip, is that when the manatee tank is crowded, nobody knows that this is also part of the viewing window. And so nobody walks over here into this little bubble, but you can actually view the whole manatee tank from here, and no one ever stands over here.
It's a little distorted.
It's a little distorted, but when the manatees are swimming, it's not as weird. Oh, look, there we go. The previous manatees that were here were long-term care, and they've been moved out to a different facility in exchange for Mino and Cider, who are new. They're both young. One of them is about 2, the other is about 2.5. Mino, the boy, is around 500 pounds, and Cider, the girl's around 800 pounds. But these guys are critical care, so they were injured out in the wild, and one of them, Mino, was at the Georgia Aquarium, Cider was at SeaWorld. The facilities here at the Seas can't take care of the babies. They can't do the weaning off of milk and going to solid food, but once that had happened at SeaWorld and Georgia Aquarium, these two could come here, and this is where they will be able to heal up and get a little bit bigger, and the goal is by December that they be released back into the wild to continue their happy manatee lives.
Such a good story.
Great. That is 10 more tasks under our belt. We are almost done with Epcot. Did you guys know that? No. Epcot is almost completely done. There's just a few table service restaurants left.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's crunch time now. If you're still here, like this video and drop this secret code in the comments so we know you made it all the way. And don't forget to subscribe so you catch the thrilling conclusion coming in just 15 episodes to our Everything series. You don't want to miss it. We'll see you there. Bye.